Sport and leisure are reflectors of values which are held in the larger society. So when we look at sport and we look at issues in leisure, we're really looking at sport and leisure as a mirror to the cultural values in American society. Sport is a good way of investigating perceptions about femininity. Young girls are channeled into certain sports and channeled away from other sports. Historically, women have been channeled away from bodily contact. So they were typically channeled into diving, figure skating, gymnastics. You know what's curious about gymnastics, diving, and figure skating is that the winners are determined by a panel of judges. It's not mano a mano, hand-to-hand competition, but a panel of judges. And so historically we thought, well, this was a more appropriate way to determine the winners in women's sports. These are two programs. This is men's basketball and women's basketball at the University of Oklahoma. They're media guides, and these media guides come out of the same athletic department. However, upon closer examination, you will notice that this is basketball and this is women's basketball. In these pictures, the men are up in the air, high flying, slamming and jamming over the rim. And in the women's media guide, the women are often posed, you see. It's an interesting dynamic. The culture shapes sport and leisure, and sport and leisure can shape the culture. Because students come to this course from various disciplines and various majors, they're going to be able to select their own major, whether it's sociology or psychology or political science or business, and they're going to look at how their particular academic discipline addresses the issues of sport and leisure in the American society. I have the librarians, representatives from Paley Library, come in and expose to students to the academic journals that are available to them, both online as well as hard copy in Paley Library. One of the requirements in the paper is that they must use the academic journals in their field. And this is a way of improving information literacy. This is a way of improving their research skills. This is a way of acquainting them with how academicians approach an issue of sport and leisure. We have 5 debate topics staked out. We've been staging debates in class. This is a very interactive class. Students have really been involved in this, and they can't wait for their own debate topics to come up. The 5th debate topic, which I consider will be a hotly debated topic, is the one of whether public funds should be used for the construction of stadiums and arenas. Today, stadiums can cost $1 billion. The Dallas Cowboys just announced their new stadium, $1 billion. The new stadium in the Meadowlands will be over $1 billion in expenditures. Yes, it's an American expectation that we want these big stadiums, the bigger the better. But who's going to pay for it? When I came to Temple University, the person who hired me said, "Ira, you can get hooked on Temple." That was 1970. I wouldn't want to be any other place.